is the Rise of Champions.
12 months ago, many of you would know that when you looked out here, well, you couldn't stand here because this didn't exist. In fact, none of this existed. And within 7 months, this facility was complete. In the last 4 months, we have hosted drag racing. We've had Rally Barbados starting and finishing here. We've had Go-Kart Championship events. We've had the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship. We've had competitors from Guyana, from Jamaica, from Trinidad, and of course from Barbados. We've had the Radical Single Series, Single Make Series, and of course the launch of the Drive for Success. And we've had Top Gear Festival. We've had Lewis Hamilton in the last year's F1 car. We've had Global Rallycross. We've had Ken Block. Amazing what's happened here just in the last 5 months. 7 months to build it, and just in the last 5 months, what the actual activity. The vision here was to create an environment where motorsport could be a catalyst for national development, for tourism, and for the sport itself. And with all of that has happened, there's even more to come. And to talk about that, let me first turn you over to Mark, who's going to tell us about what's the next thing to happen.
Thank you for joining us for the announcement of this special event. For those of you that have never seen a Race of Champions event, we'd ask you to take a moment and watch your screen for a 1-minute video.
This is the Rise of Champions.
On behalf of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., I'm immensely pleased to welcome officially the Race of Champions to Barbados. I just looked at that video and I can tell you that already I had the goosebumps just going up my arm. So I'm really thrilled that we're going to be seeing the best drivers from around the world in all disciplines: F1, NASCAR, sports car, touring cars, World Rallycross. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event. And I think, you know, we at the BTMI, we look and try and understand people's motivations for travel and the experiences that they put value to. And for us to have the Race of Races here in Barbados, I think is a phenomenal achievement. And really, it is these hallmark events, and it is having sports environments and sports tourism resources like Bushy Park that we can create that mutual synergy.
It's going to be 2 days of entertainment, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, finishing at 4 in the evening. And we're bringing together some of the world's best drivers, as Petra said, from all the different championships: Formula One, World Rallying, Le Mans, Indy Cars, and NASCAR X Games. And on the first day, on the Saturday, they team up 2 and 2 to compete for their countries. And this year we've actually agreed, together with Mark and Petra, that Barbados is going to have a team as well. So 2 of the best drivers from Barbados are going to get a chance to compete against the best in the world, from Germany, from France, from the US, etc. So it'll be a real challenge for them. The selection process will be announced in the coming weeks, but it'll be an exciting thing, I think, for the local drivers to have a true benchmark and compete against the best in the world on identical cars, because that's the big thing with Race of Champions. In every heat there are 2 identical cars, and it's only driver skill that makes the difference. And even for guys who are not interested in motorsport, it is interesting. It never gets boring. Every 2 minutes you got a new winner and the loser, and the margins are so close when you put some of the world's best drivers on identical cars. So that's the Saturday. On the Sunday, and then it's each man for himself, and it's all about finding out who is truly the best driver on the day. Nobody can say, hey, he had a better car, or I had a problem with my car. It's all about driver skill and competing man to man, head to head, and in the end, after the group stage, the quarterfinals, semifinals and final, you got the champion of champions.
The track is beautiful like it is, but for Race of Champions we need 2 parallel tracks with a bridge, crossing the bridge. So for that reason we will make some modification. Sorry Mark, but I think it will look great afterwards. For that we have been spending 2.5 days already here. We have found solution, and now we have to design a proper plan and see, and then we will test the track to have a very parallel track and where the car will be very close together. And I think we have found a good solution for that. So I hope you will enjoy that. I guess it's more than 3 times bigger than the stadium here, the space that we will use for the track. It's completely different, because on the stadium you take a plan and you design the track, then you go in a parking place and you can put some cone and design and test your track. Here you start from a real track, so it will be much quicker, of course, much wider and very interesting. But it's something that we can do, and I think it will be very good.
When you come back here in December, you won't recognize Bushy Park. It'll look completely different. It'll be a proper Race of Champions track, a parallel track, where cars go head to head without ever really crashing into each other, so nobody can say, hey, Nico Rosberg crashed into my car, and cry. It's no excuses, no excuses.
So we've heard what's going to happen with the facility, we've heard about the drivers, we've heard about the cars, we've heard about our partners. There's really only one thing left to do. Let's sign this fella up. All right.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for persons to come to Barbados to participate in the Race of Champions event. For us, it was a long shot going after it, and to be quite honest, we didn't think that we would get it. But you know how innovative we are in Barbados, so we kind of put some things in the mix and had some discussions with Frederick and made sure that he had the appetite to want to consider Barbados, and we got it. So it's phenomenal for the country. It puts Barbados on the map in an event that has never been even ever thought of coming to Barbados. We now have a lot of work to do. Getting ready for the first event that we had for Top Gear in May was a challenge. This is now another challenge, because we're building a track within our track. We have a lot of other amenities that we have to get ready. We want to get bleachers finished. We're going to be building, you can see from the vantage point here, we're going to be taking down the clubhouse and building a clubhouse and a VIP. We have additional buildings to do in the pits and other infrastructure work. So we have a significant amount of work that we have to get done for the event. But we're really looking forward to it, and what better than to have the best event in the world at the end of the year. So we've only been open for 1 year. We've hosted Top Gear. We have a Radical series that we've just launched that is going to be great for the country and for the facility. And we have Top Gear, and bringing the best drivers around the world to play in Barbados is going to be phenomenal. And it's not just a racing event; it's an experience. It's going to have many other different activities going on. Families can come and enjoy. So you don't necessarily have to be a racing fan or fanatic to come and enjoy it. There's going to be action all day long, and to be able to have the locals participate in it, that is also, we're hoping that the bids on that will cover the cost of the event. So, but we'll see how that goes. So we're really excited. We just launched today. The website is up. Gives everybody the opportunity to start purchasing tickets today. There are specials over the next days and weeks and months. We're gonna be announcing special things, and we're confident, not just with the bringing the Race of Champions to Barbados and what we will gain from it, but the experience that we've had from hosting the Top Gear events and many different things that we can bring to the Race of Champions to have it as a absolute amazing event. So we're really looking forward to it, and we're happy to be able to deal with the owner direct, Frederick. That makes things so much easy. No bureaucracy. phone call away solves problems, but we have no problems. There are only solutions. So we're really excited about it, and we're looking forward to hosting the Race of Champions here.